I know several people will ask, I am successful. I have all the money. I have all the connections. I don't lack anything. Then how come I am not feeding myself? Why am I struggling within me? For answer to this question, stick around till the end of this video. We'll explore that together. I am a personality and identity coach. I help individuals like busy executives, professionals, managers, business owners who have disconnected from themselves unknowingly due to stress, depression, trauma, neurodivergence, survival pattern. You connect back to themselves from the point where they disconnected. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can be yourself again. Remember, you are still you and you matter a lot. For clarity section, book a one-on-one with me to dig deep into the point where you left yourself. Or for a group section with your employees or your team members, a group section with us, and we'll be there to dissect into the root cause of why you are feeling successful and not feeling yourself. Let's dive deep into the subject of today. Childhood, your childhood taught you to be convenient and not authentic. If you're on this page, by now you should understand and know the meaning of authentic. Being authentic simply means being yourself, your real self. Many high performing professionals struggle with life expression. Many thought they lost themselves somewhere in their career. That's what many thought. I lost myself somewhere in my career because I'm always busy, I'm up and doing. But for many people, the pattern started long before the workplace. In childhood, many learned that being fully themselves was not safe or rewarded. You learned that for you to be safe as a child, for you to be yourself as a child, was not safe and it was not rewarded. So some children were praised for being quiet, well behaved. They just sit quiet in a corner, and while others will be mouthwashed, be beaten for acting carelessly. Some were valued for being helpful and responsible. Yes. Some, they make them feel that expressing yourself, your emotion in the family is not safe. It causes tension. So imagine that something happens to me as a child and I'm talking to my parents about it and they are feeling that what I'm saying is going to cause chaos in the house. So what do you expect me to do? I keep quiet. So if I am in danger or I am face to face with anything that can make me not be myself, do you think I'm going to come back home to say anything? Because they will not listen. They will not listen to me. They will not take me serious. So what do? I keep quiet and manage myself no matter how it is. So every child was taught how to adapt. You adapt to suit your parents, you adapt to suit the society, you adapt to suit your environment. They learn how to be agreeable, whether it is convenient for you or not. You have to agree with whatever it is being said, so that it won't be as if you're bantering words with your elders or you're being disrespectful. So you agree. You are taught to be composed. For those children that are always, they are everywhere, you know what I mean? People are not the same. Some children tends to be withdrawn to themselves. So because I'm seeing a child being withdrawn to his or herself, so I feel that that is the best way, or I decide to make my children, all of them, behave in that same pattern. But what am I invariably doing? I am trying to make everybody behave like this one, so they conform to the identity of the quiet type, so that the house will not be noisy, that the house will not be scattered, so that the house will be orderly. Did I say it's wrong? No, it is not. But in the midst of all this, have you sat back to watch and look critically on every child's uniqueness? Every child has their uniqueness. They have their strengths, they have their weaknesses. So why not focus on their strengths and help manage their weaknesses? That way, they will be free around you and be able to know what it is that they are battling with. These children were also taught to avoid conflict. Hmm. This particular one, there are many reasons why this was taught and accepted. Giving instances, if you fight, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I, for one, I didn't fight in school. My mom would not even want to hear that you went to school and you're fighting. For what? Even when somebody is putting hand in my eyes, I will dodge. Then personally, I had a very serious encounter, and that made me say no to fighting or to any form of anything that will bring conflict at all. Before my very eyes, I watched my fellow classmates and other students beat her, and she fainted. That was why I said no way, even before, even without being taught. So my environment taught me how to avoid conflict, how to avoid problems. So I wasn't interested in it at all. And they also teach you how to perform in ways that kept others comfortable. Yes. And that's what every child does. We are learning, or we learned how to conform to our parents' ways, and our own children is learning how to conform to our own ways, so that everything will be comfortable to us. Parenting with ease. Yes, that's what it is. So this adaptation often follow people into adulthood. So it doesn't just end as a child. No, no, no. It's not ending there. And it's not planning to end there. So it follows you into adulthood. So when you find yourself in your professional environment, your business area, with your team members, now what you have learned as a child, what is now doing to you now is it makes you develop strong work ethics. You're reliable. You can work. You're reliable. When they give you assignments, you don't waste time before you deliver. Your bosses they are pleased with you, and that's how you keep getting promotion. You're promoted. You're rewarded. Incentive every time. The best staff of the year, because the adaptation didn't just begin. You learned it when you were a child. So you have this strong work ethic. You're reliable. Your emotional restraint. You can't express yourself the way you want. Even when you're not comfortable with it, you can't say it. Oh. You have to keep quiet and do what you are told to do. Like in the military, they will say, obey the last order. So whether it's convenient for you or not, as long as your superiors have spoken, so it is. If your opinion is not being sorted and you say a word, that can earn you a query. If it is so much, they will term it as insubordination. If it is too much, you are going to be asked out of the organization. So you are emotionally restrained and the ability to manage pressure. One of the criteria for being employed is, can you work under pressure? Working under pressure didn't just begin today. It is part and parcel of you. If it is not in you, it is not in you. So you multitask. They'll ask you this before you're ending this one. Another task is coming. As you're ending this one, another task is coming. It didn't just begin. So most in the family, your mom, your dad, or anybody can ask you to do. You can be on chores from morning till dawn. Why? As you're finishing this, before you even finish this, you're still on this, you are asked to do this. You're still on that one, you're asked to do this. So you have the ability to manage pressure even in your workplace. So all these qualities are often rewarded in leadership roles. So performance mode will always give you this reward. And that's why people always want to do their best. You want to be in the good book of your employee, of your bosses, so you can get the rewards that follows it. Now, many executives become highly effective performers, yet slowly feel disconnected from the authentic voice, personal needs, and emotional truth. I've said it time without number. While you are at work, you are emotionally regulated. You just talked about emotional restraint. You can't do what you want to do. You are mandated to do or to behave in the way that the organization is going to accept. If not, so when you get to the house, all those emotional accumulations, everything that you've accumulated, you're supposed to explode at work. You take it home. You transfer all the aggression. So nothing around you from other persons that are not your team member or your colleague interests you. You pick offense, you pick quarrel, you must pick something. You must find fault from every expression because you're emotionally restrained. So what began as a childhood survival pattern can quietly become a lifelong identity pattern. But the good news is this: your authentic is not lost. That is, your true identity is not lost. What only happened to it is that it was buried in adaptation due to responsibilities. It was buried right there. And with reflections, it will be rediscovered. With reflection, it will be rediscovered. So if you followed me to this point, please do well to like, share, and comment. Ask your questions if you have any. Let's know your thoughts in the comments. But do not forget that your childhood is the reason why you are like this, not your authentic self. See you in my next video.